Okay, so now we're looking at how to feed thigh pads properly. I always tell people that it takes a long time to learn how to fight, but it even takes maybe longer to learn how to train. The training methods, how to hit the bag properly, the different bags have different sort of technique to them. How to feed focus mitts for boxing and Muay Thai, and also feed thigh pads. Even how to feed heavy shield, it's a skill area. And with thigh pads, these are very versatile, which means that there's no one way to do things. There's a lot of, you'll see different trainers have different methods, and some will prioritize like, okay, this is better than this, and that's, turns out you'll know a lot of ways of feeding for a knee, for example. It's based on the kind of knee they throw. If it's or how quickly you can get to that position. If you're throwing a mid combination, you do something simple. But if you're loading up for something big, then you might stack it this way and support it, or you might stack it this way and support it better. Kind of step them, one here and this sits in that groove. So we'll get into that. The first thing is with punches, you oppose right to right, generally left to left. So when he throws a jab, he's a southpaw, so I'm going to feed him a right. And notice what I do is I don't jam his punch. I'll firm up and let him hit it. Right. He throws a 2. Now sometimes when you work with someone very often, you know their timing so well that you meet somewhere in the middle. He throws a 2, and I come out here, boom, and I just kind of hit it so that he can get a satisfying impact, and he can pull more into it as well without it throwing my arm back and hurting my shoulder, or delaying my ability to put the pad in the next position. So I'll firm up, or sometimes I'll throw it hard into it. I know that when I've fed pads for like heavyweights, competitive heavyweight fighters, they hit really hard. And so you gotta, you gotta really hit into it, and you meet them right there in the middle. You both know where to be, where your punch and the pad are gonna meet into this space that is the virtual opponent. It's important to realize that he's not aiming for my distance, but the pads are slightly in front of me. Okay, so now we established that, for example, the hook is here, right? I do not cross past center. I can go up to and stop, right? That way his punch gets to follow through. Or I just give him less and let him hit through. Give me a good one, right? So that he can feel the follow through, and now give me a 3-2, right? So I push a little bit, but I don't push beyond because I don't want to jam his punch. Okay, people do that, and people tend to err on both sides of it. Sometimes they're just passive. They give me a 1-2 and they just stay here. Give me a 1-2. And they're just holding it statically. That's not a good idea either. You're here like this, you always have them up. Don't drop and say, okay, 2, okay, 3. See, because he's waiting on me. That's kind of ridiculous. Keep him up here, 2, 3. Right? Keep him ready so that I don't have to move him very far, so he's not waiting on me. Uppercut, right to right, left to left, right? There are times, truth be known, where I could put it out front, or I could have a belly pad on. Normally I wear a belly pad when I do thigh pads. That way he can teep, and he can also do body shots more realistically and more things like that. But for now, just showing the pads. Now we get into elbows. Again, he loads up for an elbow, and it's right here. I turn it a little bit. I always think about this is like a face looking into the incoming direction of whatever he's throwing. We'll get into that with kicks as well, but when he throws an elbow, it's not here, it's here. The incoming weapon, you want it to hit nice and flush and to be able to follow through. So again, I don't jam it, I don't do this, right? He never got to throw it. It's like I'm throwing it. So now, I give him this, he hits through it. Yeah, give me a good one. Yeah, see that? So I give him right at the right space, the right amount of resistance, so that he can hit realistically. Think of yourself as it's like VR, like virtual reality. I'm the one providing all the stimuli and the environment of a fighting situation by putting these in the right place at the right time with the right energy. Another misconception people get with the kicks. When he throws a tie kick, you do not hold it out in front of you like this. This is going to hurt your elbows, and sometimes it'll pop it right back into your face. He wants to kick as if he's kicking me in the midsection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate this, an inverted V, and then that space of the V adheres to my body, and I hold it to my body. So when it's supported by this close adherence. He throws a right kick, Give me a good one. All right? People are always afraid, oh, is it going to hit me? No. This and this are going to bridge that. It's going to stop it. Okay, so he's not going to kick me. He's going to kick up into this. And this way I'm also not holding it too high or in some odd, unrealistic position. He could just think of kicking me in the midsection and the pads just happen to be in the way. Now sometimes you need to kick a bit lower. And I can't get down really low if he's kicking like lower thigh or calf, but I can do this. And he'll kick that, he'll just not kick it quite as hard. So it doesn't hyperextend my elbow. But it just gives him something. I could even do this, like I tap this and he goes to kick, and I just push this into it. I go here, right? It just gives him something, some kind of resistance. Now I mentioned knees. He's a little closer now. We throw knees both at a distance, just from there, just projecting the knee. Also single hand grabbing. That was a switch knee, which is good. Or plumb position. He's got me centered. He can throw all kinds of knees up the center, slightly angled, things like that. But sometimes I might do this. I say, okay, give me a 2, and then a knee, right? So I just go right from this down to this. I could do it the other way. 2, right? And it gives me that one. Now some people like to do this, so they do same side. If I said, give me a 2, and a knee on the same side. You can do that. It works. You can throw a left knee to my right pad. Although I think on balance, more people throw left to left and right to right. This would be for a right knee. This would be for a left. But you can do it the other way and it can work. Sometimes he throws a hard knee and there's no time to get into position. You want it to be fast. So I say, for example, 2-3 to a left knee, right? And so what I do is this. I go 2-3, throw the knee. And I just kind of throw this down into the knee, right? So that gives him something to hit. We have to meet at the right time, but that can work too. So you see you have a lot of latitude in how you can feed pads for knees. Some like to do this. Let's say he's throwing a left knee, and I've got this one here, and this one reaches out and just touches him on the top of the thigh. So throw the knee. So I can give that as well. It enables me to stabilize better. You can even reach and grab with this hand. Give me a good knee. There you go, harder. You can feel how that meets up real well. So you can separate the pads and do that as well. And even some people do that with kicks. Sometimes they'll take the brunt of the kick here and they'll reach out and touch the upper thigh and just kind of put that there. It just kind of receives it and they kind of bounce back off of it and they can continue from there. But again, with kicks, overwhelmingly, the thing I see is arms together, parallel pads. This is very weak. This would hurt. You get a guy that really can kick hard, it would really hurt. Another thing you can do, a little less common, but it's useful for coming down, angling your kick down on the thighs, is to do this. And you can throw the kick, right? You give it good power. Yeah. So this approximates what the thigh is. You're trusting him not to kick higher into you. But also, this is the reason why in many cases we have pads that you can connect to your belly pad, which covers your thigh. That's a very popular one. You have a thigh pad that you can go ahead and kick your leg. It's a big fat pad that just sits there. But that's what this would approximate. Not as common, but it is useful if you want to take some hard kicks and you don't happen to have a suitcase type shield on hand. This is really ideal. Again, getting back to it's all about the training method and the right tools. Now you see he can wail away at my thigh because I got this nice big fat heavy pad, this shield. Give me some good ones. Yeah, another one. And that's good training. It's got the little bend in it, so you can just sink that kick right into the depth of that shield. Okay, so there it is. Punches, knees, elbows, and kicks. Last thing about elbows, you can throw elbows from a lot of different directions, and you give it to him. If he wants to go downward, you can angle it back, and you can sit it here. Here's 12-6. Uppercut elbow, right. You uppercut and across. That's right. You give a spear elbow. There it is. Just hold it firm, and he gets to move into it, and then follow up from there. The main thing is the versatility to be able to change from that right into the next thing, to change to a different phase of going from elbows to knees, knees to elbows, punches to kicks, and so forth.